Welcome everybody, we are at the T1 race of the Zandvoort GT3 tonight at Motive Racing League, and here with me is CJ, like second commentator.
Hi, I'm CJ, also known as Funstopper1 on the Discord and PS4.
Yeah, so we are today expecting a really good and clean race. It is, in this track, it's really hard to fool the corners. How you can see here, it's Tom at the top of the grid right now. It's a Guido, Sirtehero, Greenwood, Soap Lonsoli, Marty Zenelo, Airage, SD12 Dash, Rompu, DTQ, F1RC, Kilian, M0MR, he was here in the tier 2 too, so it's interesting. Cam, Crispy and Imogai. Crispy was here at the tier 2 too, so it's really interesting. But okay, they maybe want to raise the both tiers, so yeah, why not, guys? Let's do it and show us a really good clean race.
Yeah, definitely. Well, so far we're having a Ferrari 1-2-3. And
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a Ferrari 1-2-3-4 if it weren't for Sir Terahov in the McLaren.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and I'm really surprised here is no Porsche because the race before there was many Porsches, and Chris got Porsche too, and now I can see Chris. To be honest, I really don't know where is he. Maybe he got disconnected, or yeah, probably. Because this track is made like for Porsche, and I don't think it's really good here Ferrari, but the lap time shows the difference. It's really good, and I'm really surprised for Imo guy with Nissan, and I really want to see his power, how he can fast be, and how he can do every race here, and how he can send it in every corner. So. Hey, it's driving style special. No, it's like from Project Cars, and I really want to see Marty and Sergey and Rachid how they will be quick and how fast they can race. So it's really interesting for me with this Lamborghini. And now it's Chris back with the Porsche. I hope he can do one single clean lap for a quali.
Let's hope so. Well, the number 8 Bentley just put it in the top 5. That's throw a wrench in the works.
Yeah, in T2 was Bentley at the top positions all race. But then Cheesemonkey won with the Porsche because the Bentley did a mistake and something happened to the light plate and he got stuck in the sand for one lap and he must fight with little time, but still a really good result for him. So yeah, Bentley works really well on this track if you can manage the tires and you know how it's working because it's really hot right now and the tires get destroyed really soon. So it's really hard to manage it. And they are struggling at the race always.
And that's really going to play into the hands of the Ferrari because those Ferraris can really nurse those tires for quite a while compared to the Bentley. So, and also that,
yeah,
the engine placement of the two cars will definitely make a difference in some of these corners. But yeah, it's going to be quite the chess match.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that Ferraris how they will work because the Ferrari on this track is really hard to overtake with the driving style how you need because you must go into the turn much sooner than with the Bentley. So yeah, but it's interesting because all grid but only Bentley not, but all grid for the P10 like top 10 it's a rear engine or mid engine, so they will probably get almost same driving style and it will be really hard for that to fight with each other.
Yeah, and while we were speaking of the Bentley, he went and put it in second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Bentley is really good on this track. I said it in tier 2 it was dominating on the track, but here it's really struggling. The Mercedes, how you can see, there are almost 3 Mercedes at the same pace. So.
They're just really struggling.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Chris lap time. I hope he can do really good lap like in tier 2. So we will see. But he did around 36.4 at the tier 2 quali, I think, if I remember correctly. So
oh yeah, wow. So that should be well in the top 5 if you can pull that off one more time. But right now, riding on board with them, it did look like he went a little bit wide, trying to get a good exit out of here. But
Yeah. But to be honest, Chris did really good race, but he did many mistake. He was the P3 at the quali, then he was fighting for a good positions, and then he get the grass and spoon and lost 10 seconds. Then get it back, and then spoon again, lost it again, and at the race he got only 3 seconds behind P3. So it was amazing, powerful. He was really powerful and fast at the track all time, but he did mistakes because he probably pushed too much, and it was really good race. So
yeah, and
I
looking at his lines, he really looks like he's trying to maximize the exits on this thing. It
yeah,
really does.
I'm really
So
looking
that's
forward to him, and I really want to see his fast lap and how fast he can be tonight. Because in this race, it's really interesting with the pit stop, of course. Now, how you can see here is Chris with the Randy JC colors, and it's really interesting. The top 12, it's only 2 seconds gap. Then it's Imo guy with Nissan 4 seconds and F1 RC with 5 seconds gap to the others, and three cars still don't have a clean lap yet. So yeah, I really want to see Cam and MI how he will be fast, because he can do a really good lap how I saw at the race before.
yeah, it really is all about not making a mistake here, because when you make a mistake, it just can cost you so much time and just really ruin the next corner if you, well, depending on where you make the mistake. But yeah, it's just all about, you know,
Yeah, and
if you do if you
what
do a mistake, pulling yourself out of that. That's the key to it.
yeah, exactly. And what I wanted to say, this track is 4 kilometers and 300 meters long with 14 turns, and these turns are really tricky, and everywhere you can go out and hit the wall because it's really close to the track and is your stand. So if you will touch it, you are spinning and can't do nothing because you are going through the wall, and you can just watching and like, oh shit, I'm going to the wall. And that's all probably, because yeah, it's really tricky, and many drivers, you can hear 'em. You can make here a little mistake and will destroy all race. It's not like, for example, Paul Ricard, when you can go like 300 meters out of the track and nothing happened.
Yeah, it just turns you into a passenger right away. It's all very difficult to manage.
Yeah, but I think it will be so colder. It's around 25 degrees at the race, so it will be really much better for the tires and how they will manage it. Oh look, Chris touched the wall. Oh no, he did mistake again. He will probably
Oh,
don't do one single clean lap, and he will start from
oh,
the back.
oh, I was on board with the number two place Ferrari of the 246 of SOP, Leon
Yeah,
Sealy. If I've butchered that, I'm sorry, but he had quite the off with one of the McLarens. I didn't get to see which one it was, but he did put it into second place and is only a tenth behind Tom, who's been looking very dominant in qualifying.
yeah, they are almost at
So
the same pace. But I'm really surprised Dimo guy did really bad lap time, because in tier 2 was one guy with Nissan and did really good lap times, and he probably ended P3 if I'm right. So yeah, from the Nissan you can push much more and you can do much quicker lap times. So probably he did less practice, and I really want to see how he will send it into T1.
yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting.
Yeah,
Just seeing some of these cars with all the straight line speed they have, or how it's how they play to that car's strengths. That's really gonna make the
yeah,
the drivers come out on top.
but mate,
Oh,
but mate, with the Nissan you can brake really later, much later than the other cars. So it's really interesting because he will want to push more and more, and probably it will not will be with happy ends. but Now, three Ferraris on the top of the grid, and Bentley is now only P4, but it's still four tenses, so every mistake could mean you will get many positions. And I think it will be really many mistakes in this track with this condition because this tire will be destroyed at the end of the stint probably, and before they will go to pits, they will struggling really, really too much. I hope server is set up right for the mandatory pit stop because we had many problems with them the races before, so now it should works fine. I hope for it, so we will see. And how I said, you see, Kamit's now
Oh,
P6.
okay.
I said he can be really quick, so yeah, I'm looking forward to see. It is only 8 tenths, so we will see.
And Tom improves on the last lap of qualifying. Brings a gap to 3 tenths between him and
Yeah,
second place.
really
Almost four
interesting.
tenths.
Really
Just
interesting.
banger of a lap.
Interesting, really interesting. Now we are going into the formation lap.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we will see how it will looks.
And now the
So
key about the first lap is getting through turn one. If you can get through turn one clean, if you keep everything clean, you're gonna fly through the pack. You, especially at this track where it just kind of tightens up. It's the banked first corner. You really gotta wait. You really have to pick your moments through turn one.
yeah, and in this track
So
it's
it's gonna be
super
very interesting.
on this track is super hard to overtake someone, so it's really key how you can start because yeah, you can be at the quali for example P5, but I saw before like yeah, they start from the P5 and got to P1 P2 like nothing because yeah, better start, and it's super hard to overtake here in these thin corners, so you can defend here really well, and only if you have feeling the pressure from the behind you can do mistake, and that can make the other cars better and you can get a better position, but in other cases it's not possible to overtake cleanly the other drivers, so you must be 1 second quicker than the others to do it normally, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
So now after the quali we have here top three: Tom, SOP, Leon Soli, and Guido at the Ferrari. Then to the other place positions: Kilian, Greenwood, Cam, Sir Tehero, Mertiro Racing, SD12 Dash, Sergei Zainalo, Rechid Rompu, Ditiku, May, Imogai, F1RC, and Chris without his lap time. Now we have here mandatory pit stop finally, so it's really well, and yeah, I'm really surprised because Marty Road Racing is here the quickest from the run DJC. And I really want to see Chris Pisuk how he will work with his current tires because he's starting from the back of the pack, and he got speed to be at the top 10, maybe top 6. So I really want to see his chasing and how he will overtake the other guys, and if he will be able to do it because Imoga is defending really well, and maybe it will be harder with the other guys because every car is different driving style. For example, we did two Mercedes between McLarens, so yeah, it will be really good watching and really good race today.
Yeah, definitely. And well, it's just at this point right now, it's just gonna be the smartest guy is gonna have to come out on top here because you really got to nail the pit strategy because it's so hard to overtake here. So that's what I'm assuming is gonna happen, but I make no promises on that prediction. So
And it's really interesting how they will manage the pit stop because you know here is really important if you will get the front of the another guy. It's a key in this track because how I said you can overtake here really easy, and they will trying to undercut or overcut the guys in the pits, and it will be key in this race if they will be close. Close grip usually on this track it's like small grabs of the cars and they are fighting each other and losing times, and another grabs it's going to be quicker.
yeah,
It's like between big gap between many grabs of the cars who they are fighting each together. So we are
yeah,
now starting the formation lap, guys. How you can see the Tom at the start of the grid, he's now on the track. and the order comes behind him. Three Ferraris at the start of the grid, and then one Bentley. What he's doing? Wow, he's okay. I don't understand what he's doing with the Bentley, but okay, he's probably it's
might
prob
have forgotten to start the engine. I've done that before.
yeah, or it's the tactics, because when you hit the brakes really good, it will hit your tires from the inside, and you will get a better grip from the exit. So at the start you can be really quicker. It's really important to warm the tires and warm the brakes really well, because it's 700 degrees into the brakes, and it can make your tires really really warmer, and it thinks it means like you can have 26.5 psi at the start, and it's really good for the start of the race. For example, these cars with low downforce like Ferrari, it's really hard for them, or it's harder to warm the tires at the start, because the air is going more around, and with the Bentley, it's much easier to get a better grip at the start of the race.
Yeah, so should be definitely looking for that Bentley to make moves early in this race. But yeah, and it does seem he's going in and trying to intimidate the pole sitter of Tom,
Yeah,
playing a little mind games like I'm coming for you.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
It's
we'll
like
see if that's the
MMA.
case or not.
UFC, look at me, I'm here. But it's only talking. Now they will need to show sharp elbows and make a clean race from the start till the end. With these tires, it will be really hard for those guys. And I hope he will don't get a drive through, because he's doing this like overtaking. So we will see. I in one race did drive through when I did it, so we will see. Now I can go jump to the garage, so we are going to check from the Tom's view the start of the race till we see the green lights. We are now in the last corner, in the last sector, preparing to double line, and we are going to check the start of this race. GT3 Zandvoort Motive Racing, 1 hour, one mandatory pit stop, refueling here 25 seconds into the pits, or you can be 30 seconds into the pits and change your tires. What is really good option in this track, and you can be much quicker. So now race starting. All cars is ready on the grid. Chris Pisuk at the end of the grid, and now it's green light here, and it looks like everybody is at the same pace now at the start, and it looks like no problems for now. It looks like Soplonsal is getting a little bit wide, but it looks everything is alright. Nobody crashed.
Oh, we do have a little bit of an incident in turn one with Emo Guy and Marty Road Racing.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, I see.
oh,
This is
oh,
it's a
oh,
big
we got a
spin.
spinner as well.
Yeah, the
Oh,
spin too much. Okay, but at the front, how it looks right now.
and the results are all
Oh,
coming in right now.
yeah. Oh, it
All the
looks like
green looks a little bit.
Ratchet crashed. Ratchet crashed, and who is at the start? I don't know who is at the front, because it looks
That would be Tom. Tom
yeah
is the
Tom,
leader right now
yeah, because
by
it still showed
0.4
Ratchet.
seconds.
It's ridiculous. Okay, now it's Tom at the first place, Sopleon behind, Guido behind, and then Bentley guy, Killian.
Oh, Cam dropping back a lot on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
straightaway.
Zainalo now overtook Cam. Really good move from him, and he's trying to go on the top position. So we will see how it will work for him. And where is Marty? What Marty did? He really crashed with his teammate Imogai, and he's struggling and spinning too much right now. And Imogai is the end of the pack right now. Chris got the 13th position, so he got 4 position at the start. And it's really well, really good job for him, and I really want to see what position he will be at the end of the race.
Yeah, and I think that he's really hoping for a battle for second because well, the second and third place Ferraris are definitely looking a little bit closer than they should be. And it does look like Tom is trying to capitalize on and just pull away for now. But we'll see if those two are going to work together or fight it out to get back up to him.
And now Sega is P7 and he's trying to overtake SD12, but Cam is right behind in 3 tenths and they are fighting. It's a really close gap between these four cars, P5, P6, 7 and 8. It's like Greenwood must defend SD12 behind him 4 tenths. 8 tenths behind it's Sergey Zainello and 3 tenths it's Cam. It looks like really close fight and Cam is trying to get from outside the front of, but he was wide a little. And we will see who will be faster at the end of the corner at the exit, but it's really hard to overtake there, and here in this sector it's probably not possible to overtake someone, so we will see where he can send it and when we will get a good position and gap to do it, because it looks like he is much quicker, and Zeno is now losing 9 tenths to SD12 because he must defend the camp. It looks like the other guy. Oh no, he did a mistake and he spun and May got around him. It was really close, and now the Mercedes guy F1 RCs overtake him. Okay, it was really dangerous situation.
Have a run as well.
Who?
Just breezes by him. Rampu just breezes by him. Marty's back to capitalize.
It looks like it will be really close, and he's trying to get, but he will get probably many flat spot, and his tires will be destroyed much sooner than the others. So we will see how he will can defend, and he's now out of track again. Oh no! He's again out of track and he touched the wall and come back. He will get probably big damage and he will must defend a lot these Mercedes guys. It will be really interesting. But now we can see the Guido is attacking 1 second to Sub Leon. It should be a really good fight, but they're getting a 1.5 second or 2 second gap right now. So we will stay at the behind and we want to see the race. Cam is now overtook all Mercedes guys, so it's a really hard situation here.
Yeah, went right around the outside of F1 Mr. CJ after he made a bit of a mistake and just tried to defend it, but Cam just went right around the outside of him, and looks like Mr. CJ dropped 2 positions right there. So.
Yeah. So now Chris is on P14. Something happened to him. His car looks like a little bit scratchy. I don't know what happened, but Marty is now in front of me and DTQ, and they are looks like fighting. It should be really interesting. But now it looks everything okay. Only SD12 dash now closed the gap to the Greenwood, and he will probably want to fight him. It's now 7 tenths only, and now 4 tenths is Rocco behind the cam. They are fighting here really well, so I want to see this fight how it will be looks. It looks really interesting. And Marty always live. It's 2 fighting in this grab, and it's real. I really don't know what to watch first because it's too many good fights right now here.
So much action. I mean, right now I am kind of watching SC12 Dash. He's well, he closes a lot on the brakes, but it seems like Greenwood just gets out the corners just that tad bit better. But SC12 just really closing on the brakes, and that's where it's going to happen. It's most likely on the on this straightaway or the main straightaway. So we're just going to have to find out.
It looks like Lamborghini is not fast enough to the Mercedes, and Marty is really struggling. Oh no! F1 is out of the track, and now they are going to the front. This is what I told about the pressures. They are making pressures, not overtaking each other because they are in the team. It's team managed, and they are just going both to the top positions because you know if you are fighting with your teammate you are losing time and both of you are losing time, so it's better to just go and overtake everybody with your teammate, you know, without any fighting.
Yeah, I mean F1 Mr. CJ seems like the lone car here for Team ODC Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
And now
Uh,
Chris will be overtaking F1 RC. It will be probably a really good fight.
oh yeah, we're just gonna have to figure out where he's gonna try and go for it. Does look like he's braking so much later. Oh, he's gonna set it now.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
said
is.
it. Oh,
Oh,
a little bit touch, but he can do it. He can do it still. I know he can do it.
he's gonna try it in the second sector. He's gonna try it again on the brakes and just
Yeah, it was
really
too.
reel him in.
Yeah, it was too soon, but he's losing many time, and he need to go faster and faster and don't waste time behind the slower cars. So I understand his behavior, but he must be really, really, I don't
Patient.
know. Yeah, patient because he don't want to get a mistake and hit the wall like the race before. But now he maybe tried from the outside and it's like wheel by wheel. We will see who will be better exit, but on the inner side it will be Chris and probably he did it with a really nice move. It looks really interesting. Now we can see how fast he is and if is it enough in this corner. Look at this. He is going to the front of the Mercedes like nothing. This is how we like it, this fight. Now Guido is still 0.8 behind Soblone, and Kilian is now 5 second gap to the guys, so the three Ferraris dominating into the race, and SD12
Oh,
is still
Marty Road
trying.
Racing is having a look at DDTKU.
Yeah, but
Really getting close there.
I don't think they will race and fight. We will see.
Oh, they're definitely racing. Marty really had a good look at him. He's having another look at him. He's really trying to be all in those mirrors of DDTKU. But he's really just trying to pressure him, force him into a mistake. But DD is giving him nothing to go off of.
I don't know, to be honest, because I am in the team Randy JC too, and I know when we are racing, we are all calling each together, and we manage who is quicker, and he will go to the front, and we are letting pass if it's someone quicker, and don't losing the time when we want to overtake each other or something. We want to win like team, not like drivers. So I think they are not fighting, they are just going really fast to each other, really close, and trying to get the others.
Oh, in that case, it must be Marty just saying, "Hey, I'm faster, and I'm gonna get by you at one point or another. But just let's work. But just let you know." Just kind of tap on the shoulder, it seems like for now. But
Yeah, we will see. I really want to see if Chris Pisuk can get Marty, because it's almost 4 second gap to him, and it will be really hard. Nice, look,
yeah, I mean,
SD12 is fighting with the Greenwood. He getting closer, but it's really almost the same. Maybe Ratchet can overtake F1 RC. They are fighting right now. They both have really massive damage at the tail, so it will be really interesting to see two destroyed cars fighting each other. It must be painful, really painful, to be honest.
yeah, it's never fun riding around in a damaged car all the time. It's just such a pain to handle. But
and he's now out of track. Yeah, he's really struggling with his car right now. And Marty still stick behind DD, and yeah, they are probably working together.
yeah, and so far I've kind of been going in between battles, just watching SD12, just really just going later and later on the brakes, really trying to keep with Greenwood right now in that Ferrari. That's just, I mean, you have to remember the lowest place Ferrari here is in P5, which is freaking incredible.
But it's less fuel and he can brake later, and he's making pressure and waiting for the mistake.
Yeah, just really, really hoping he just makes a little mistake out of the corner, so in the next corner, just dive on the brakes and just go right by him.
Yeah, they're almost at the same pace, so it looks really interesting, and it's only about that who will do mistake, and maybe he can do some undercut or overcut for him if he's quicker and he's slowing down. So it will be really interesting. But for now, from my view, I think they will be at the same place after the pits too, because they are exactly on the same pace. So if nobody will do a mistake, it will be the same positions right now.
Yeah, definitely. And looking back further down the grid, there it is a little bit of not really scrapping at the moment, but shaping up for a scrap for P10 with Maze GMR, DDTKU, and Marty Road Racing. With Marty looking down the inside right now, and is he gonna get it
and
done? He's gonna get it done.
He
Off the
let
curb, but he
pass
got
to
it.
Marty. And there are now 3 Randy GC cars right now. And Chris is trying to go from the outside. Now he's inside, and DT let him pass, and they are going to the front. In these 2 laps, Chris get 3.5 seconds, so he is really, really fast, and he can go fight for a really good positions right now.
Yeah, it seems like he was kind of not really in the groove early in this race, but now he's really starting to get it in, and now he's really starting to move through the pack just slowly. Just that's the key to moving through the pack. It's just being very patient with your moves, just picking your moments. You have to be picky with them, because if you're just like, I'll go for it here, you're just gonna end up on the wall quite easily. So,
but it looks like Marty is really quicker than the Chris, so. Now it's really good. I think their positions, and they can go work together and get faster and faster. And how they are now in the split stream, and can MI catch MI and maybe come too. And MI did a mistake and he lost it. Now they are going much closer.
Oh yeah,
this will be really nice fight.
There's 3 team cars chasing him down. Just know,
if
you're in his shoes, you're just thinking, they're all gonna come and get me now.
Yeah, you will see they will get him into the few laps right now, because they are much quicker, and if you are working together with your team, you are not using that much tires, and you can be quicker with a better grip, because you are not fighting, you are not defending, no harm, and everybody's working for you, and he's under pressure now, so they are now going to get him really well and really soon.
Yeah, and it does seem like just around P10 is where all the fighting's going on, because there is a little bit of a scrap for 8th right now with Cam and Rapu. Just really trying to look. Cam really trying to look for a mistake from Rapu right now. He did say something in the Discord chat about, I believe it was him.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think the McLaren is quicker in this track, because in the corners it have much more downforce, and on the exit it's much better, and BOP works better on this track. So we will see. It's only about the mistake, and maybe this is the situation again, like with the undercut or overcut in the pits, because if you are not 1 second or half second quicker, you can overtake if you are defended, So it's really hard.
Yeah, it does seem like the Battle for 10 has
it looks like
good.
It's
basically makes a mistake while Marty Road Racing is just watching it happen in front of him. It's just closes right back up to him.
What happened?
Oh, and they both go wide.
Marty, good wide.
Oh.
And Chris is now at the front of Marty, nice. And he's trying to catch MI.
Goes wide. Oh. Really, it looks like he's struggling with the front end of that car, just understeering everywhere.
But Chris now can overtake MI. It should be really interesting fight right now. And look, he is going to front inside, and he sent it. He sent it already and got a better exit. We will see if they are going side by side. Who will be quicker the exit of the main straight? Now it looks better for the Chris from the split stream, but yeah, he must brake a little because he don't want to crash, and now it will be really hard for him, I think.
Yeah, I really had to back out of
because
it there.
he's
Just had
slower
to
on the
check out.
straight. He's slower on the straight than Lambo too. So yeah, it's really hard.
Also, it doesn't help that he had to check up on the exit there because he was right on top of May's GMR. And he did have a tiny bit of a run. And if he didn't lift off that throttle, he would have ran right into the back of May's GMR. So very heads-up driving from Chris there.
Yeah,
But he's
exactly.
still on
But
the
now
back of him.
Cam is 2 seconds behind the Rompu, so something has happened and he lost many tenses. And now it looks like Chris want to send it and he want to overtake and get good position because he's stuck behind him and he know he's quicker and he can get a better position. It's amazing run from him for today. And he don't want to get mistake like in the race before because he know what to do right now and he did zero practice because he not using PlayStation anymore and he's racing on a PC, but now when it stopped the PC league he want to race with us and he is now online before team because of team, and it's really amazing from him.
Yeah, well, May's GMR did have a mistake out of the previous corner, but just Chris Bissick just not able to capitalize on that because, well, May's really pulled himself out of that mistake really well, just banging it on the exit.
But on the straight, much quicker, McLaren, and Chris has no power, no chance to go because he's not get enough downforce and you can go flat into the last corner with the McLaren and with Porsche no. And you must pull out the throttle pedal and then you are losing like 2-3 tenths and it's really hard to overtake here somehow here in this corner, so probably he must try it into the pits because I can see, or wait for the mistake because I can see really well for him. And look now, he did a mistake and he hit the wall. Whoa! It was really hard.
Yeah, I went wide there and just really giving up
And
the
now
position to
Marty got the position too for him. This is what I was talking about these pressures.
And now Didi's going to try to capitalize on this now.
Yeah, we will see if he can handle with it, but I don't know if he can now. But maybe after the pits he can because he got big mistake, big damage. May so that he can do it without mistake, probably much quicker. And now Greenwood lost the position, and SD overtook him, and they are fighting for a P4 with a Bentley. What happened to the Greenwood? Whoa!
I don't know.
Really interesting fight at the middle of the track right now.
Oh, and SD12 is going to really send it. Oh,
yeah, he really tried to. Oh no, and he
and Greenwood just goes by. He's gonna wait up for him, try to let him by, but
yeah,
it seems like
he's waiting for
Sergey is gonna come into this.
Yeah,
get
he's
reeled right into this.
He really have to get a position back to him. And it looked like he touched the grass, and touch the grass with this car it's really deadly because you can't go right on to the left, you are just going straight. But it looks better for the Sergey because he now get much closer to these guys, but still not enough. Okay, I mean it was, oh no, he got us 7 seconds, so it's amazing. And maybe he can fight for a good position if they get some damage, you know. So now it looks like for Ferrari at the top of the grid.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, finally.
Yeah, I really want to see this fight between SD12 and Killian because, yeah, Killian got probably more damage than SD, and SD, yeah, he got more distant tires, so it will be really interesting right now. And now is 1.5 seconds Sergey behind them, so they can handle with it and can get a better position. After 3 minutes, probably will be open the pit window, and I really want to see that undercut and overtake and what they will do with this race and what strategy they will choose to be the quickest. So it will be really interesting. And Sop Leon is now only 6 tenths behind P1, and it looked like for a really good fight tonight.
Oh yeah, he closed in about 2 tenths from that last sector, and now he's really on top of him because Tom really seemed like he made a massive mistake out of the final corner. It just went wide, almost hit the wall. But
look how close he did, and he did a little bit mistake. He's trying to defend and changing the sides, it's the worst thing what you can do to change your line under the brake. So he's trying to do it before they are braking because it could be destructive for the both, and they don't want to do it because they want to get a really good position and stand on the podium tonight. So it must be really patient and don't send it into the every corner because yeah, he can maybe try it at the pits when he was a little bit longer. He's going really on the edge from the side by side from the curbs, and he was a little bit wide, but still not enough for now.
And again, the Ferrari goes wide out in front. Just really going wide at every corner.
Yeah, he's probably really struggling with the tires because now is that time when it's enough for the tires because they are going to change it, and you can see he's making every rubber and dust because he's trying to defend, but he will now losing the grip because he was on that better line with the full of the small things on the ground from the tires, and he will be struggling more than SOP, and he got a better chance for get a position right now because he's much quicker. How you can see after the pits it can maybe be changed, but for now it's so much quicker.
Yeah, and SOP was right alongside him, and Tom, with some incredible defending, just sent it on the brakes and just kept his position.
Oh
just
no,
barely.
Killian is out of the track. He probably did some mistake, and SD12 is now the front of him, and Zainalo too. Yeah, he was really late on the brakes, and he must stop the car, and it was really hard for him. I think the Cam probably can get him too, but he must defend the ramp still, so it will be really interesting right now. But Guido got a really nice gap. It's 19 seconds behind the front of the Greenwood, so the top three is safe for now probably, and we are going to check the fight in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, just looking through the middle of the pack, it does seem like there is a little bit of a train forming up behind. Who is that? Behind the Bentley of.
Oh, now it's Zainalo behind Killian, and he did mistake
he goes
again,
straight on.
and he hit the wall. Oh no, that's really bad. But still he can't overtake him and get him. It's really interesting. He cut the track, or how is it possible?
And Cam really looks like he's working his way through these guys right now, and he's really trying to get a run on Sergey here. And Sergey's going to drag him all the way to the wall.
Oh, he's really fighting too much defending.
Into the wall.
But what they did, how is it possible? Killian, after that big mistake, he's still the front of the Sergey, and it looks like Cam is much quicker right now with his destroyed tires because he can probably manage it better, or his setup is better for the tires, so he can now get advantage. But it's now pit window opened, and they are going to the pits, and I want to see that strategy and how it will look after the pit stop because they want to do some undercut, overcuts, and I don't know really how it will work because this is really many close fights here right now, and maybe somebody will don't get repair the car or change the tires to get a better position, so it will be really interesting right now. And it looks like somebody crashed. Somebody crashed. I don't know who is it, but Imoga is the first guy who is in the pits right now.
It's a 347 of Sirterahov.
Sirterahov.
Looks like he's parked it right now.
Yeah, he's destroyed, totally destroyed.
While SOP goes in the pits.
Yeah, SOP
goes right in the pits.
And he's trying to make an undercut. Okay, Guido too. He's copying the strategy because he don't want to lose a position. And maybe if he will don't change the tires, he can go the front of the SOP. And it could be really more interesting because he can go the front of the Tom too because he was only 2 seconds behind. So it should be really interesting right now. And Killian is into the pits right now too. And I hope nobody will get a stop and go penalty. And Cam is now stick behind Sergey, and they're fighting really too much.
SOP is down. Is Guido going to get out in front of him? No, he's not.
No, he is not.
Oh, getting held so much in the pits.
Yeah, it's really too
Just
much.
looks like
He will
he lost a
probably.
lot of time.
Yeah, he will
And
probably lost the position.
I think SOP put it there because of the lap traffic in front may slow down Tom, but from what I saw, it didn't really seem to phase Tom at all. So maybe that could have played into Tom's hand a little bit, getting past that lap traffic pretty quickly.
Yeah, but he avoided traffic because Marty is right behind him, so it's really good for him right now. And Killian is now going out of the pits, and I'm really excited to see how Tom will be after the pits and what will be his position, because it should be really interesting. F1 is now in the pits, and Tom is still on the track, still getting more and more laps. So probably his tires work really well, and he's not worrying about that. And now, without the pressure, he can do maybe faster laps, and he will be quicker after the pits. We will see. And now Rompu is fighting with Sergey. He overtook the Cam. Cam probably did some mistake, and now two DJC guys is the front of him. But he will probably want to fight back because he is much quicker, how we saw before. But he's doing mistakes, so it will be really interesting right now. In the first sector, it's really hard to overtake somewhere, but maybe he will send it into the second sector. We will see right now. In this corner, if he will defend, and it's really hard to overtake in this corner. Yeah.
Yeah, Cam is just all over the back of Rompu right now. Just really looking for a way by Rompu again, not giving him anything to go off of.
Yeah, it looks like he's really faster, but he's stuck behind because no space for overtake right now, and he will need to go to the pits. And I see the white flag here, so probably something happened to someone. And he's trying to do it from the outside. Oh, and he's now on the inside, and he can do it probably. It's I hope no touch here, and he did it. He did it really well, and he is now the front.
Well, Rompu has a little bit of a run. Not going to send it around the outside.
And Tom is now in the pits.
Oh, Cam almost ran into Sergey there. But yeah, Tom is in the pits. While Marty Road Racing looks like he had a little bit of an off just in front of him.
Yeah,
just
really
from pit lane.
And where is SOP?
SOP's in P7.
He's now
right now.
Yeah, I see, but he's now in the third, in the last corner, and Tom is still in the pits. So it's really interesting, and he will be with cold tires. So probably SOP can go to the first place. We will see how it will work.
And he's got the draft from Chris Pissick right now. Is he going to undercut him? Yes, he is.
Yeah, it works. He's did it.
Lead.
And he got stop and go. Oh no.
Oh.
Whoa! The leader of the race got stop and go. That's really bad. Chris is flashing his lights. He knows he's faster than SOP, but he must go still to the pits. That's really unlucky for Tom tonight, and he will lose many positions. Probably he will be somewhere into the 5th place. Yeah, it's really interesting.
That freaking blows.
Yeah, and Rompukem still wasn't in the pit, so Zenelo is now in the pit, and he is now going away. Hopefully no stop and go for him, and he can go the front of the cam. We will see how it will work his undercut, and Chris should go soon to the pits. Now only 3 minutes to go. And it looks like Tahiro is in the pits and still not green. Probably something happened, or I don't know. But for Chris it looks like really good. I hope he will not get stuck in the traffic after the pit stop. So SOP Leoncil is now leading the pack. Is now leading the pack, and the second it's Guido, and Greenwood is on the 3rd place, but he was stuck 24 seconds behind at the 3rd place, so probably they could fight with Killian or SD12 for the good position. We will see how it will look after the pits. But for now, he's P3 in this leaderboard.
And Tom coming in and serving his, yeah,
Yeah, so it's
serving his
now.
stop and go right now.
It's
And
like
just
one more pit stop. It will be really, really bad. Oh, he's really, really unlucky, and he did a really well job all race tonight, and now this. Ah, I can imagine how it hurt because I know if you remember GT4s at Imola when I lead the race, all race, and get the drive through in the last lap. It was really, really
oh,
bad, and P3 after the race. So yeah, I don't know how he feel right now. And Chris and Sirtaro, it's two guys only who wasn't in the pits, and Sirtaro it looked like he's staying into the pits or he got a massive damage. One of the two things, so we will see how it will work.
yeah, right now seems like he's now behind F1 RC, Mr. CJ, but yeah, just even though Tom looks like he's out of this race, you know, you can still salvage a lot of points. There's still like 26, 27 minutes in this race to go. And you can imagine that his emotions are running real high right now. And
yeah, and how
if
you
he can control
see...
that, he's going to be angry fast. And that's something to watch.
Yeah, I know. How you can see he's now on 10th position. He lost 10 positions really, really bad. And yeah, it's really interesting how the gaps between the cars, because now how you can see it's around like 1.5 seconds the minimum, and it's more than 3 seconds usually. So it's like we can expect some more fights if somebody will don't do a mistake, because yeah, now it's like big gaps between all cars, so it looks really safe for everybody. On Chris have to go to the pits, and he should do it in this lap because it's only 1 minute left, and I really don't know if he can do it because he is now in the second sector, and yeah, he really need to be quick to go into the pits in the 1 minute left. So wow, good luck, mate. Don't do a mistake and go to the pits.
I'm watching Tom right now, and he's just almost ran back in the back of F1 Mr. CJ, but Mr. CJ just lets him go by. So, yeah, just oof. And looking in the Discord chat, there is a little bit of drama. I won't read it aloud because I don't want to kind of bring too much light to it, but I'll just say there is a little drama.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm not reading Discord right now. Maybe I have to go to check it.
It does look like it is from Maze GMR, but looking through, it doesn't. Yeah, Miss.
And Chris is still
Maze
not
GMR
in the
has
pits.
dropped out.
Ah, Chris don't did it. Chris don't did it. Chris will be not valid the pit stop, and he is disqualified from this race. This is what I was talking about, mate. This is exactly what I talked about. And in the Discord chat he said about Ian's dive bomb. Everybody know here, like Imo is doing usually that dive bombs because his driving style is send it everywhere where he can, and it's really dangerous all time usually and really stupid moves. So yeah, it was really hard to manage his driving style and avoid the crash in the PC League at the Paul Ricard, for example, because when I was raised and trying to defend him, it was, I know he can do it, but he tried, and if I want to avoid the crash, I must go outside or out of track, and yeah, okay, let's go, because if we will continue, I will lose 10 seconds, and we will crash into me, so yeah, it's really stupid behavior from him, and I hope he will he will learn how to drive these cars in this game, because he is a really good guy and good driver and everything. But this is one thing what he really need to learn how to do it to be better and better, I think.
Yeah, it's just racecraft is something you fine tune over time. But speaking of racecraft, we have a little bit of a battle between Greenwood and Killian.
Greenwood?
I hope I did not butcher that.
Oh yeah, it looks like you are right.
Really having a good scrap here, just really not putting a fender on each other, just very, very giving each other room, just very beautiful racing. Just
Yeah, I was looking at the middle of the pack and SD12 how he won the race with Rompu and other guys, and this looks now really better. And he can't send it right now. It's really hard with the Bentley to overtake in these corners to Ferrari, because Ferrari is much quicker in the corners, I think so. But on
but
the
he's
straight,
gonna have the run from the straightaway. Greenwood didn't bring him down to the white line to the wall. He's gonna go down the inside on him.
wow,
Just
it's
beautiful.
yes, side
Absolutely
by side and from
beautiful.
the inner side. Amazing move from Killian. He did it really well. This is how the racing should look. And now, don't do a mistake and don't feel the pressure from the behind, because now it's really easy to turn it around and get position back if you are pushing too much. And it's
Yeah.
pushing to SD12 right now. Two McLarens in the fight. It looks really interesting too, and how you can see now, Greenwood it's lost more than 1 second. So now the closest gap is Cam fighting to SD12 right now. They are half-second gap and waiting for a mistake and doing a pressure like always.
Oh yeah. Just really.
Oh, he almost touched him! Whoa,
Was
what
there
a save!
contact?
No contact. It was almost contact. really close. Whoa.
It's very close. Cam looks like he's really strong on those brakes right now. It does seem like he was a little conservative with those brakes, and now really starting to let him loose a little more.
But for now, the tires are working. But after 10 minutes, the tires will not working and they will must brake much sooner, and it will be really dive bombing or some mistake because you are sliding too much and keep touching the sand and everything. So it will be much harder at the end of the race. How we will closing and temperature will go down, because now you can see right now it's sunset and temperature is going down like 2 degrees Celsius for now from the start of the race, so it will be really interesting.
Yeah, and I'd kind of like to take a little bit of time to appreciate the top two guys because they have run away. Because if I was watching the map a little bit, and the gap between second and third is about a sector, which is just incredible for those two guys. So Guido and SOP, just fantastic job from both of you guys.
Yeah, look how 3 seconds now Greenwood behind the Killian. He's like get another turbo, or I don't know what happened, but he's really quick right now, and I'm really excited if he can get the Guido, but probably no. He's many seconds behind the Guido, but he can make safe position this third place for him probably. Oh, and it looks like now SD12 it's overtaking Cam, and they are fighting really close right now. And he's defending.
Cam's gonna go around the outside.
Yeah.
The inside. Just gets it done.
Yeah, he really did it.
Move.
Amazing move in the tight corner. It was really hard, but now I want to see for the revenge if he can get it back.
Cam might have to bring it all the way down to the wall.
Yeah, he's pushing too much on the throttle. How I can see his rear tires got spun a little, and he must save it. So he lost some tenses, and now he must to catch him.
And speaking of it, Tom and Sergey are having a little bit of a scrap. Tom making his way right through back to the field, trying to go around the outside, but I think he's going to over-under him. Yep, he's going to try it.
Yeah.
Sergey gives him the block.
I really want to see this fight. Sergey must defend it, and Sergey is playing on the controller, so it's really much harder for him, to be honest.
Yeah, but we all know that Sergey has some very good racecraft and very good defense.
Yeah, he's really good in defending, so I really want to see this fight. He got an advantage because he's racing from the chase cam, so he can see him behind and defend to the right side. If from the cockpit view, it's much harder to defend when you see the car only in the mirrors, and must focus on the track and think about the behavior to the opponent. So I think from the chase cam it's much quicker, but with the controller race it's like, oh, you will get my respect, mate.
Yeah.
It looks like he really can't overtake him. Tommy got a really big problem with it.
Yeah, Sergey just has an incredible way of just keeping the car behind. Just really is really good at it. I mean, I've been behind him once, and it was just like, geez, I've never seen anyone defend like this.
Yeah, now he's trying to do it from the outside, and now he changed the line from the inside, but he have no power. Lambo is totally powerful at the straight, and oh, he got wide and hit the wall. Wow, that was really close, and what a save from him. It was really interesting. Wow.
Once again, he's gonna try over under again. No, he's not.
Yeah, he's trying, but I don't know if he can do it. But now I want to see the Rompu because he's pushing on the Greenwood. He probably did some mistake, and Rompu is now getting it really front of the Greenwood. Whoa! He is now on the inside, and he did it. Where is he? Where is the Greenwood? What happened? Yeah, Greenwood probably did a mistake and was out of track, and now he is fighting with SD12. They are side by side, but SD12 is now quicker, so Killian now, Rompu is now on P4. It's the best position now from the Randy JC. And now he fight with the cam again, so it's really interesting. And still Chris still stayed on the track, but without right pit stop. So yeah, it's really sad it will be not counted. But now I want to see Tommy almost touch the Sergey. Wow, that was really close there. He know he's faster. He really know he can do it, but he had no space, no chance, totally. And I want to see that fight with Cam too, because he is fight with Rompu side by side right now. Whoa! And they are still side by side right now from the inside Rompu, but he have no power for do it. And SD12 did a really great move. Wow! And he is now the front of the Rompu.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Tom
Beautiful driving.
And Tom overtook the Sergey too. Yeah, two fights at the same time and two position get it at the same time, so it's really hard to choose what we are going to watch. But yeah, from the top grid, I want to see that fight because it's a better position. So yeah. Oh, and they spawn. No, Rampuk hit the cam and hit him again, and he's waiting for the position, but they are in the blind corner. Oh no! They are really struggling here and losing many positions. Tomic now overtook him with Zainello, and okay, so now he's not waiting for him. Rampu said to yourself probably okay, he can go out of the sand, and I will not waiting for 2 minutes when he will go out. But it was really bad move from him, and it really shake the cards right now in this race. So it's really sad because Cam got a really good position, and he can get a really good position at the end, though, of course.
Yeah, and Greenwood and Tom have really capitalized on both of those guys' mistake right now. And Tom right back into P6, just really picking his way through really well.
Yeah, it looks like that, and Rompu is now on P7, and Sergey is behind him, so I'm really excited to see who will be faster and if he can get it. And Chris is now pushing more to the Sergey, so I don't know if they will do some team management or something, but yeah, it's really hard to say because he is invalided, so I don't know if he will want to get a position from his teammates. So it's really hard to say right now, and I'm really excited to see how it will work. And so Leonsa is now leading the pack, and he got 10 seconds gap to the Guido, so it's really safe position for him. And for both drivers of the top, and now Bentley on the third position, SD12 on the fourth position with his McLaren and Greenwood, and Tom trying to catch them. And Tom is really quick, and he can really get a good position. And if they will do mistakes, some again with these tires, so probably he can be in really good position at the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it does seem like the highest position that we're going to see a battle for is P4. Yeah, I mean, SE12 just kind of seems like he might be getting reeled in by Greenwood. We're just going to see over this line.
Yeah, look, Rompu is now half second behind the cam, so he probably have still power and tires enough to can fight for 10 position. Sorry, 9 and 10 position, so it should be still really interesting because Cam got probably more damage and Rompu wait for him. He went out of the after the crash to the track and go again, and then he wait for him again. So it's really nice nice behavior from him because yeah, this is how it looks.
And we have Emo guy off the track there.
Emo guy, what happened? Oh, it's
Meanwhile,
really bad.
Tom capitalizes completely and just goes right down the inside of Green.
Whoa,
it's lovely move. Just everything's happening all at once here.
Yeah, totally.
Guys, one at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, further back, just me scrolling through. Just Chris Pissick is just really looking around at Sergey here.
Yeah, but yeah, I see. But he will probably don't fight with him because I don't know. He must be really much quicker than Sergey to fight with him. But F1 RC is now in the pits. I really don't know what happened. Probably, I hope he don't retire. And Emo guy is really slow at the track, struggling. He probably broke his wheels or suspension, so it really looks like big problem for him.
Yeah, I was watching the map a little bit and just kind of scrolling through a little bit, and then just saw a yellow pop up on his icon. Just went right to it, and it did seem like he might have had a bit of a tank slapper, just not able to hold on and just really wrecked his card. Oh, just sliding through an ultimate corner.
To be honest, I'm thinking right now, Chris is trying to make slower the cam to don't overtake the Sergey. Maybe that's a strategy for them, you know. Because now it looks like Sergey, if you don't do a mistake, it's safe.
It seemed like there was a little bit of contact there between Cam and Chris right there, but...
Yeah, maybe they're really close enough, but Cam is faster and Chris need to defend because of he need to make a good place for his teammates. And now it's getting colder and tires are destroyed. 10 minutes to the end of the race. It's really interesting race right now, and I'm really waiting for the mistake from some driver here, and it should be really interesting if who will make a mistake and who will crash and dive bomb another. And Chris is now the front of the Sergey. Wow, really interesting from him. But yeah, he is probably quicker. But I really want to see how will Cam react for this. And it was look like he is wide, but he saved it somehow and hit the curb. So for the McLaren, his curb is really deadly. So he is back at his position. So, but Chris get one position to the plus, but I don't know for what, because for his race now, you know, at the end. I don't know how it's set in the rules if you don't do your pit stop at the right time, to be honest, but probably it's bad for him this race.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to find out one way or another, so...
Yeah. Because I know when we raced the GT4 at the Brands Hatch at the last season, Andy. Chris touched the.
Because he's put himself
Chris touched the wall really badly. Wow, and he lost 3 positions. And the Brands Hatch GT4, Andy joined with the Audi GT4 at the first race at Brands Hatch, and he forgot to change his tires, and I don't know how it was at this point. So yeah, maybe after the race we need to ask him. So we will be more clever. And now Sergey really must defend Cam. He's really fighting too much. I really want to see from his own word how it looks, and he was a little bit wide, but he want to try it from the inner side, but it's different racing line from the both of the cars because the McLaren is mid-engine and Lamborghini is rear engine, so it's really different cars and way how to go through the corners. And in these tight corners, it's really hard to do something. And if you are not really quick, you have no chance here. And but how I said, tires are getting destroyed more and more. It's getting colder, and we need to wait for some mistake. And probably somebody will do it. No worry.
Oh yeah, Cam is just all over the back of Sergey. Sergey is probably gonna. Oh, Cam just looks like he's just cruising by right now. Will Sergey go lay on the brakes, try to defend it? Yeah, he's gonna try it. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, a little bit contact, but still nothing happened. I'm really happy for that. It was really close.
Just
Because
a little bit of a
the
rub.
McLaren is much quicker at the straight. The maximum top speed is much quicker for the McLaren, but on the brakes it's a Lamborghini better probably. How you can see, it depends on the setup, but how you can see now they trying to be like patient and don't send it everywhere because it should be destructive for both of them and they really know it. And Rompu can get a really good and easy position if they crash or do some really big mistake. And it look like now he sent it. Whoa! And now it's Sergey on the inside. He's fast enough? No, he don't. So Cam now get a really nice position. This was a really
Speaking
nice.
of battles, Greenwood and Tom are going at it. Tom just goes round the outside of Greenwood on the main straightaway. Just absolutely beautiful racing from both of them. Greenwood, just props to him for just really racing everyone very cleanly, giving them the space that they need.
Yeah.
And just shout out to Greenwood. He's been doing a really good job. Even though it looks like he's been falling back a little bit, he has been. He has very good racecraft.
And look now at the Cam. He got a half second or 6 tenths, like nothing, to the Sergey after he overtake him. It's super easy for him now because he's not stuck into traffic, and he can go faster and show us his potential. But he is 4 seconds behind the Greenman, and he probably can get him in just 5 minutes. So it will be really interesting, and I really want to see what he will do and if he will try to get a better position. And Rompus looks now he's faster than Sergey. He's 2 tenths behind, so I really want to see if they are going to fight each other or not, because now it's almost end of the race and it's no reason to some team strategy, and it's a pure racing right now from every driver, I think, so we can enjoy the race to the end right now.
Yeah, and Rompu really going late on the brakes, getting a little bit risky with it now, just kind of like, all right, it's all or nothing now.
Yeah, after the pits, it's for SOP alone. It's one-man show here. 30 seconds behind Guido. He's losing around 2 tenths or 3 tenths per lap to him, so it's a really safe position for him. And Kilian on the third position, it's really behind them and it's no chance to overtake them if they will don't crash in the wall. So it looks like everybody's got big gap between all cars, and now it's only Rampu to Sergey right behind him. Yeah, that's all what we can watch right now if we want to see a really good fight.
Oh yeah, and Chris is really getting reeled into this again, just constantly racing people in this race today. But
Chris is a really fast driver, and he's fast enough still because he can really manage his tires and be really good. He can make really good setup for the Porsche, and Porsche is his car, so he's like master of the Porsche. So I think he can be faster, but he's doing a lot of mistakes, and one of the mistake was that pit. So yeah, it is bad and he's unlucky, but I hope in the next races he will be faster and more patient, and he will go to the pits at the right time.
Let's hope so, but for today, it just hasn't really gone his way. Same with Tom, but Tom has just really pulled himself out of out of the mistake on pit lane. Just it. I mean, unless that SD12 makes a massive mistake here, then it does look like he's set in
He
P5
now
for
said
now.
it. He said it. Rob is overtaking Zainalov. And now he did it. Wow, really nice
Oh,
move. But
oh.
Sergey is now on the inner side, but still not quick enough. Romp must not defend. And he's choosing the ideal line because he's probably quicker to stride, so we will see what this guy can do and if they can fight till the end. I really want to see view from the Sergey's car, and maybe Chris can manage it to overtake them both or him, so it should be really quick. Interesting.
And well, somehow SOP, the leader of this race, is now going to get caught up in this because he's right behind them and he's about to lap them.
Yeah,
He
I
has
saw
already
the
lapped
blue
Chris
flag.
Pissick, but this is going to get very interesting.
Yeah, Sergey should see the blue
now.
flag and he can't fight. It's really bad and he must slow down. Yeah.
Not going to defend it, but it all depends on how Rampu lets him by and where SOP catches him. That's going to really throw a massive wrench in the works right now. Just Rampu needs to let him by quickly, and SOP needs to get by quickly for him to keep this position right now. But it all is looking very interesting now.
Yeah, totally. I really want to see if Guido can get them or not. He's now almost right behind him, maybe one corner, so he can get them like nothing in this 1.5 minutes till the end. But Rompu is now wide a little, and he is now letting pass the SOP Leon, and he probably lost much less tenses than Sergey in that corner, so yeah, probably is a really better traffic for him, and he can stay at this position.
Yeah, and he's going to have the toe down the straightaway, which is very clever from Rampu. I must admit, he's very clever.
Yeah, he did it really well. And Martyr Racing is still in 11th place. It's like, I don't saw him in some battle today on the start. So, and Imo guy is now 3 laps, and he probably get repaired his car. Yeah, now it's in the final lap. SOP Leon. Really good job for him. He did this race amazing, and after the pit stop, he's really one-man show today.
Yeah.
And now it's Tom only 4 seconds behind SD12. There's but probably this one lap is not enough to get closer. And Greenwood is now only 1 second behind the cam. Yeah, but he's probably not fast enough to catch him. Sergey is now almost 2 seconds behind the Rompu, so for now is for the done.
Yeah, it seems like as long as everyone keeps their positions, then they're all just gonna finish exactly how the order stands. But anything can happen. This is motorsport we're talking about, so anything can happen.
Yeah,
you just don't know yet.
Now he's into the third sector. SOP Leon Sealy. He is the leader of this race, P1. And he is getting to finish this hard race and probably totally destroy tires like everybody. And he really deserved this position because he did it really well this race, and he's now at the first position for him. Really good job. Guido on the second place, now into the last corner, trying to go without any problems to the second place. And Chris Pisser got a penalty. Yeah, it's almost 2 minutes.
130 seconds.
Yeah,
jeez.
It's more than 2 minutes.
That's over a minute.
Holy cannoli.
That's 2 minutes. That's like 2 minutes 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. It's really too much. And wow, now P3 is still into the third sector, so they got really big gap. These first two guys. It's really They did amazing job. And Rompu is out of track. Ah, okay, he he did already at the end. Okay.
And
So now at
Killian's
the
going to cross the line.
yeah,
And
he's now
P3 break the
P3.
1-2-3 Ferraris. Just
Nice.
absolutely great job. Kind of a quiet race for Guido and Killian, but very, very good race for both of them. Very solid
Yeah.
results.
And SD12 is now going into the last corner. Finish at his fourth place. Amazing job from him. Really, really big fights. Really struggling with the tires at the first half of the race, and now in the P4, really, really good job from him. And now Tom leader all race, and after stop and go P5, amazing job from him. He did really, really good job in this race, and comes into the sixth place too. Really, really good job. Many fights, crash with Rompu, and still really good position. And now it's everybody into the end, to the finish. And I can say this was really, really amazing race, mate. And I really enjoyed this watching. And I hope everybody who's watching this is enjoying it too.
Yeah, very, very enjoyable race today. Just
I'm
lots of action happening everywhere all
yeah,
at
I'm
once.
sweaty like a driver. I feel it on the track with them. Okay, so everybody, I hope you enjoyed this race and keep watching Motive Racing. I hope into the next race it will be streamed, not only recorded. And yeah, have a good night and see you into the next race.